Now let us talk about Ethereum gas price. What is this Ethereum gas price? So in the previous video, we talked about gas, right? That what is gas and why it is used and everything. Let's talk about what is this price. So let's say again we have this beautiful car and we want to reach from point A to point B, and definitely in order to reach from point A to point B, we require some amount of gas. So let's say in order to reach from point A to point B, I require some 10 liters of petrol. Okay, let's say in order to reach from point A to point B, I require some 10 liters of petrol. Now, if I ask you, what is the total price you have spent in order to reach from point A to point B? Definitely, you can tell me the total amount of petrol that you have consumed in order to reach from point A to point B, that is 10 liters. But now I am asking you that what is the total price that you have paid in order to reach from point A to point B? Now you will say, this is a silly question because you haven't told me the price of petrol, because it will depend upon the price of petrol that how much cost I have paid in order to reach from point A to point B. And I will say, definitely, you are right. So let's say the price of petrol is 5 rupees. I know this is silly. It can never be. It can never be so little as 5 rupees, or let's say $1 or $2. So yeah, this is silly, but still, let's say 5 rupees is used in order to reach from point A to point B. Now, if I will ask you the total price, then you can say that, okay, the total price will be 5 into 10, that is 50 rupees, because I'm using 10 liters, and for per liter, I'm paying 5 rupees. So 10 into 5, that is 50 rupees. And I will say, yeah, you are completely right. Now, the same goes for our gas. So in the previous video, we have seen, right, that we can calculate the total amount of gas that we are consuming in order to evaluate this expression. Now, if I will ask you that what is the total amount you have paid in order to evaluate this expression, you will say again the same thing, right? That, okay, I know the total amount of gas. I do not know the total amount of money, means the total amount of price I have to pay for per amount of gas, right? And this is what we called as gas price. So what is gas price? It is the amount the sender wants to pay per unit of gas to get the transaction mined. Gas price is something which is set by the sender. So in case of petrol, the petrol price is actually fixed by the government, right? Government decides that what will be the total amount of price you are going to pay for per liter of petrol. But in case of gas, it is not determined by the government. It is you who is doing the transaction who will decide the amount of price you are willing to pay for each amount of gas that you are spending. Okay. And I know you might be thinking I will pay as low as possible, but this is now how it works. Let me tell you why. And before moving further, let me tell you this also, that gas prices are denoted in GOI, and 1 GOI is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 ether. So this is a unit of ether. Okay, just like we have 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. In the same way, in 1 GOI, we have 10 to the power minus 9 ether. So remember that. So your gas price can be in 10 GOI, 100 GOI, or it can be 1000 GOI, whatever you will decide. So it totally depends on you whether you want to have your gas price as 10 GOI, whether 100 GOI, or 1000 GOI. Now let's go back to again that question that, okay, if the gas price is set by me only, because I'm going to set this gas price, I will have my gas price as low as possible. I will pay some 0.000001 GOI in order to do my transaction. But now let me tell you one catch here. The catch is that definitely you can decide the gas price. But still, if you want your transaction to get mined faster, then you need to pay good amount of gas price. So the higher the gas price, the faster the transaction will be mined. It is just like in Bitcoin. So in Bitcoin, we discussed about the transaction fee, right? That the higher transaction fee you will be having, the more chances of your transaction to get mined, the more chances that your transaction will be successful. In the same way, if you are going to pay more amount of gas price, then your transaction will be elected, means sorry, not elected, actually will selected by the miners. Then only they will take your transaction and put it inside the block, and then only they will mine your transaction, right? So you need to have a gas price which is according to the market level. So your gas price should not be too low, or your gas price should not be too high. Okay, so remember this. If you will pay more amount of gas price, then you will be having your transaction mined in less amount of time. The more gas price, the less time it will take. It doesn't mean that you have to pay 10 million goi in order to have your transaction, in order to run, in order to make your transaction successful. No, I'm not saying that. It totally depend upon the market. You have to see what is the market rate of gas price, and you have to choose wisely in order to do that kind of transaction. But generally, most of the wallets that you see, that your MetaMask wallet, they assume like they take the market price and they provide you the gas price accordingly. But still, if you want to increase the speed of your want to have your transaction done in in as much fast as it can possible, in that case you need to pay a higher gas price than any other person who is doing that kind of transaction. Let me show you this with the help of an example. So I will open my MetaMask wallet. In this, let me copy this same, send. I will select the address where I want to send. So now I am doing some kind of transaction, right? I am sending. So I have selected, let's say, this amount of GUI. I will say next. Now you can see that here, if you will see, this is they are calculating this max fee, right? So how they are calculating this max fee? So what they are doing is they are seeing the total amount of gas you are going to spend. Okay, so for every transaction there is a gas limit. We will talk about this. We will talk about that in our upcoming video. So what they are doing is they are giving you the estimated price it will take in order to do your transaction successfully. And let me show you this market tab. So I will click on this market tab. Now you can see that if you are willing to pay this amount of ETH, in that case your transaction time will be 30 seconds. If you are paying this amount of ETH, so this is the market price, this is on average, I think this will be less than 30 seconds. So it is more than 30 seconds, it is less than 30 seconds. And then you have this aggressive, that if you want your transaction to be confirmed in in less than 30 seconds, in that case you have to go for this amount of a gas price. Okay, or I will say this amount of fees. Okay, they are calculating your gas price by taking the gas consumed and the total gas price you are willing to pay. So they are doing it on your behalf. So this MetaMask quality is doing on your behalf. Definitely you can go to the advanced settings and you can change it, but I will not advise you to do that because your MetaMask wallet is good enough to do that. But still, if you are thinking, no, I want to change it, I want to change the gas price, I want to change the gas amount, or whatever you want, you can do that also. Okay, but still, I would say that let it do by MetaMask only. Okay, so this is how it is done. So I hope you liked this video. If you have liked this video, please click on that like button. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel because I'm regularly going to upload new blockchain courses on this channel. If you want to connect, you can connect with me on Instagram. I am available there. And if you want to join our blockchain developer community, links are given in the description. You can join the Discord blockchain developer community. You are most welcome. And if you have any doubts, please do not forget to comment below this video. I'm active here and I will definitely try to answer your query. So meet you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.